Hey players, what's up? Welcome to the.
Since when did you set that?
I don't know. I'm trying a new thing. Deal with
Oh boy, are we unboxing something?
it. Yeah. So we are gonna start off as the group works their way back to Waterdeep. As you're rushing down from the outskirts from the city of the dead after surviving what seems like a bit of a tussle with a group, saving the Arcanist, and acquiring a new member to the party. You guys arrive in town. Working your way through the bustling bazaar, you quickly notice a couple of people with large bags abound, as Callista and Gut seem to be coming out of the bazaar with a few products in hand. Um, so with that, I'll toss it off in this bustling, busy bazaar. There are people walking all over the place. There's deals being made left, right, and center. You're getting bumped every now and then, but you are able to get back to each other as you find yourself in the city of Waterdeep.
What did we do last time? You said it, but
Well, I figured instead of a recap, you guys can meet up with them and do it in
Hey,
character.
God, did you get that stuff I asked for?
you troll.
Maybe. It depends. Did it look like this? And Gut holds out
Two
a
band-aids.
no. What he holds out is some kind of spherical object that is sort of a lighter green color, but it's got sort of sharp points sort of all around the ends of it. But before he even brings it out to show you, you smell it first. And it smells like rotting meat, basically. It says, is this what you were looking for?
Kind of. I mean, that without the rotting stuff.
Oh, the smell? Don't worry about that. It tastes much better than it smells. Believe me.
Does it? How do you eat it?
Well, you gotta split it open. You know, this is pretty hard shell. But yeah, it kind of tastes like banana, mango, kind of a mixture of that. It's pretty good.
Can you take it on a bus?
What's a bus?
Carriage.
A carriage, yeah. A public carriage.
So cute.
I haven't tried. It's possible you may get fined for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of looking for that, but like, not food. You know, like a big ball of yarn with like, you can put your needles in and stuff. It's kind of spiky. It could have a lot of spikes.
Yeah, the instructions were a bit unclear. I just saw a ball and spikes and went for the nearest thing I could find.
Damn it.
What about you, Callista? You pick up any of that stuff?
Did I ever? It's like one is an older. Well, I of course was like shopping in the area, and like they've got a lot of good shops, like a lot of different people selling different things. So like I talked to a lot of vendors, and then they were all just like, "What are you doing here?" And I learned a lot about their lives. One guy has like this small son, and he's like got a leg that's not that great, but I found these shells. They were very shiny. I couldn't resist. That's it, really. Oh, I think we got some other food too, less rotting meat smelling.
Yeah. with a collection of cheeses and rations that can be easily ported. Some bread, some llamas bread, and hardtack, classic adventuring food. Yes, they have collected a few things that you guys can take with you on your journeys wherever they may take you.
Wait, was this something I was supposed to
No,
dump
you're
in my
good.
inventory?
I know, I was like, shoot, I was like, I am just spitballing here, just saying words out loud.
Okay.
We also found something,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna point to Flex 2.0.
Oh right.
With a
that's right.
mustache? Did he have a mustache? Did I
It's
make
goatee. No, it's a goatee.
It's a goatee. That's what it is.
Oh.
Oh, you're like Flexo.
Yeah, that's exactly. Can't remember my voice now. God damn it.
Oh, it was.
It was higher.
He sounds like a fun guy.
Oh yeah.
This mean-
Hello.
It's me, Flux.
This mean you're actually the like nicer version of Flex?
I don't know who you talk about, but he sounds like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah,
That's what it was. That's what it was.
It's like a South Park character.
It's like a compliment.
Something.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Wow, you
Buy some of my cool stuff.
Yeah.
you look familiar.
What do you have?
I got what did I have? I got some string, I got some rope, I got a carrot, I got some cool stuff.
What are you opening? Like some sort of trench coat situation?
It's the Flux's odds and ends.
As he's holding a basket beside him.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I
Wow.
just pictured like the door of
Gotta
his
need
like
money
chest
so I
plate
can
open.
repair the observatory.
And so wait a second. Are
This
you
video you can watch and you can get the recap so we can skip this scene.
are you
I watched I watched it. I'll fill him in later.
I didn't.
Some of us would like a recap. Some of us didn't remember it.
Well, my dad almost died and this really tall, muscular man saved him. I don't know why I'm so south that like
Now it's very
My
southern.
dad almost died.
Mom, Daria.
I love it.
You've got southern hospitality. Rustic hospitality.
Just gotta say the word sweet tea, everyone.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hi. What do you want?
Yeah, we're trying to find this ring that I kind of lost.
Ring?
Yeah, right? Oh no, was it a ring? I can't remember. I look at my notes.
What?
Andrea?
I'm out. I'm out.
You want a dentist stick, honey?
It was the TV. It
Pretty
was the
sure it's the ring
TV.
I lost.
It was the TV. We were trying to find the TV. It was the TV.
The TV.
Yeah, remember like the projector box? We lost.
Oh, it's a ring though.
It's not a TV. It what puts the stuff on the TVs.
It's a TV.
Can it just be
Video camera.
You don't use a TV to make TV shows.
It's a video camera.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Like sunning stones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
So okay, just
But
out of
for video.
It's like scrying stones.
Do you want the 10-second recap of what happened to Flex?
just out of character. Is this the first time that Guts meeting this
Yes.
Flux 2.0?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why we skipped the recap, is so you could just meet it in character.
All right. So wait, you're not Flux, like the guy we've been traveling with. You're someone else.
No, but I'm Flux.
You
No,
got
no,
just
no,
kind of
no.
like
Sounds like a pretty
shifts
cool
his
guy.
eyes over to the rest of the group to be like, is this legit? Is this a bit?
Close
We
is
spent
gonna
some
lean
time
back
on
to you and be like, Flux died, remember?
Well, yeah, but this guy looks almost exactly the same.
Have you never heard of twins? Callista's just gonna take this at face value.
I've not heard of automaton twins before. No.
You,
Or
you
Warforged
should know
twins.
we're on a different planet than we previously were. I don't know if that's been brought up yet. So the likelihood of twins is low.
That is a
Could happen.
yeah.
We
And-
literally looked at our planet through a telescope from this planet. We were on the
Oh,
other side
wait.
of the solar system.
Question for you. If somebody makes an identical flux with identical parts on the same day, are they twins? Regardless of where they were made?
I think it needs to be at the same time or else it's not twins.
Yeah, but you can have twins that came out 30 seconds apart and they're still twins.
But then which one is older? The one that came out
I-
first or the one that came out second?
Technically, the one that was started being built first would be older because those parts are exposed.
I'm a fan of that story.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, robotics is very complicated.
Hold on a sec. We're on a different planet?
Yeah.
Back up like
How?
first.
How?
We-
Why?
We looked through the telescope and we could literally see that the other planet is in a time stop, like the entire planet.
So when we came through the hole, the other planet just stopped? Like everybody we know?
If you recall, when we just before we jumped through,
The bartender.
Bartender's portal. The yawning portal.
no, literally, what's your name? I forgot.
Oh, Winona.
No, peeling it back even more.
Yeah, a little bit simpler. A little bit simpler.
I like how we've been running this campaign for so long, and Lachelle knows just about as many names that Cam knows.
Names are not Cameron's strong suit.
Wait, I'm not sure if that's good
Yeah,
for
put
me.
our names in
I'm
the
just
thing.
gonna
Yeah.
put her name so you can Google her.
For the
Names
audience.
are not
For them.
old. What's his name's strong suit?
The bartender and Winona, when they were chatting, if you recall, yeah, he was going. We saw things start to freeze, so it appears as though he is frozen the whole planet.
All right. Well, that buys us some time at least for yellow.
It does. That's what we thought too.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't
But
there
what are we
still
doing
a
here?
timeline though?
As you say, that buys us some time. All of a sudden, you see what appears to be a javelin into a crate near you guys. And as you look around, you see a couple of individuals dressed in black pointing in your direction and closing in towards you. What do you guys do?
Are they like?
I didn't quite catch that, Cam. The
Do that
video.
again.
The video froze.
They're like West Side Story.
Wait, let me just hover my finger over print screen. What was that again, Kim?
As you hear through the crowd,
Friends of yours?
they're there. The robotic one. Get them. As you see a group of bandits wearing similar clothing to the group you've seen in the woods, tracking their way through the crowds towards you. Almost
Is there
like,
any fire near them?
there would be, but any flames that you see nearby are quickly snuffed out as it starts to rain. You hear a crack of lightning hit a building and lights up a small fire that's smoldering on a building, and you can smell ozone in the air as if to preview more lightning to come. So I will.
The guy who's yelling,
I'll ask you guys. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
is he like a leader? Like he's telling
Just-
people what to do?
You didn't get that sense. It's very quick. Everything's happening split seconds.
Turn person.
Okay, as I'm watching the fire start to get snuffed out, I want to throw a hand and like a fasah and like at the fire next to the cloaked men, just cast pyrotechnics.
Okay.
I want to try and blind them with the bright burst from this flame.
Love it. Okay, yeah. So as that
I have
happens,
something I want to do in combo with that.
okay. Yeah, I'll give you guys a quick round. So you're doing pyrotechnics. What do I need to? Is that a save? I believe that's a save.
Yeah, con save 15.
I'm just gonna do a group check. Yeah, you create enough of a distraction that these fireworks go off in the middle of the bazaar. There's like hundreds of people here, and people are all ducking like something very bad has gone off. You can see some of the guards kind of thrown off, or the bandits thrown off as they are looking for cover. You see some guards that were originally moving in towards the crowd because of the commotion also take a step back. What is everybody else doing in this quick like surprise round, if we will, before we get into anything else? You're gonna try and
I'm
chart
gonna-
person. Okay.
Edith has a trick she'd like to try and play. She's gonna reach in and pull out the like last little bit of paper that it looks like she has, and she's gonna look at it and rip it in half. And she's gonna turn to new Flux, goatee Flux. She's be like, "Do you have a cloak or something you can hide yourself with?" As she just kind of crushes the paper in between her hands, and like an imprint of mini Flux appears on her hand. And she's going to phantasmal force another Flux, the real Flux, and try and project that into the mind of the leader to chase this
Oh.
very real Flux.
Okay.
Whoa!
While goatee Flux tries to hide.
I would like to hit the deck. I want to jump or hide behind some like crates
Okay.
or boxes
Give
in
me-
this alley road.
Give me a stealth check as you try to hide while this is happening. You're charming.
Well, if that happened before, then I'm not gonna charm person. 'Cause-
I'm going to say these can happen simultaneously. I'll resolve it all
sure,
after.
I'll try to charm person.
Okay.
I got a 10.
You hear... Okay, is anybody else doing anything else before I get into this?
I just want to note it in canon that I was going to shout for calm, so I was like going to like you see like Sven like raise his arms, but then like all this stuff starts to pop off, and he just rolls his eyes and just like watches it happen.
Okay. All right. As you hear through the crowd, is everybody okay? Don't let them get away. We need to capture them all except for the redhead. She's cool.
Hey, you. What's your name?
Oh, look. The robot is going that way.
Hey, you. What's your name? If you're charmed, you're not gonna just ignore me.
So amidst the chaos, you're calling through the crowd. Hey, what's your name? What is his name? I didn't really. Okay, fine.
I always ask because I know you either have one or you have to make one up.
It's Brandon.
Okay.
Fantasy Brandon.
So, F. Brandon, or Frandon. Let's call you Frandon because you're a friend.
F. Brandon.
You're a
Abraham.
friend, okay? So, Frandon, call off your goons, your hired goons.
The boss has very explicit orders. We're not just gonna call off, but we're not gonna. Don't worry, we're not gonna hurt you.
Well, I'm saying now, like, we won't hurt you.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, I gotta roll something?
Yeah.
Man. What is this, D&D?
All right. If anybody else wants to jump in and do stuff while this is happening, we're split timing here.
How come my persuasion is so
I was
low?
gonna say, Callista was gonna try and help New Flux to hide by just putting her cloak out slightly, on both directions.
All right.
Very honestly.
Okay, so stealth check, Flux with advantage. What did you get?
Stealth check with advantage?
How'd you
You
roll?
first when you rolled 10, roll again.
Yeah, so I was doing 13.
Okay. How'd you roll with your advantage for your persuasion?
With advantage?
Yep.
Why was that again? Oh, because I had charm person.
Correct. Okay.
12.
You're sweet and all, but orders come first. As they're looking towards, and then the stealth check was a 13. Oh no! Now there are two of them.
This is getting out of hand.
All right, split up. You guys go. And he points to half the bandits that take off towards the phantasmal force that I believe you said had been charging away from them towards them. What's the?
So the phantasmal force would have looked like, oh no, and just would have run away in
Yeah.
whatever direction
So
was away.
you pulled off about half of them, which is about 8 of them.
Oh, this is a big crew.
All
How
right.
far away is the rest of the crew that's
They are
heading towards
scattered
the
throughout, and you can see them kind of closing in like a semicircle around you from both flanks and then behind you. They're all about between 20 and 30 feet away. But if we want, unless you guys are doing anything else, we're gonna jump into initiative. I'm gonna say the pyrotechnics is what was gonna trigger this initiative. But
Okay.
what were you gonna say, Gut?
Well, I was just if people are taking actions, Gut was going to just seeing how a fight seems inevitable now. He's just gonna look at the durian in his hands and put it in the pot and say, "I'll be back for you later." And then you're just gonna start to see some spores start to shake off of him in sort of a dust
Okay.
cloud as he uses his symbiotic entity. So I don't know if I can do that before the initiative starts, but
No.
that's the plan.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. So I want to get your initiative rolls. I'm going to go around starting with Mabel.
So here's a fun thing. I'm getting all my characters mixed up, including my Baldur's Gate character, which we're playing a bunch right now. So I'm like, what can I do? Versus what can I do here? I'm going to, my role is, where's the thingy for this?
Initiative, it's in the middle of your screen.
Sorry, I haven't rolled with the dice before.
Wow.
Why the fuck do I roll in? 20 in initiative, and
Okay.
never when it counts.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Iris next.
What? Oh, 15.
We're all getting distracted by Liam.
That's fine.
Look at him.
He looks so much bigger.
Junk.
My familiar.
Junk art.
13. 13.
Winona.
20.
Whoa.
Liam, your head. Your head is so big.
Hands if you want it. They've gone.
I'm gonna ask for what our paladin friend over there was gonna do, but he's gone. No Sven.
Well, I have his
Oh, what's
I
Sven?
have-
What's Sven's?
9.
Classic.
There was an H?
Okay, I'm gonna do the bottom row on my screen here. So we'll start with Callista.
8.
Okay. Gut.
21.
Nice. And Flux.
14.
Nice. All right. Okay, so the first thing you hear is from the bandit's captain as he yells out, "Guards, on him too!" As you see some of the guards in the bazaar, the Waterdeep guards, starting to move along with the bandits in your direction. So you are
That sucks.
you are quite outnumbered with the 8 bandits and about 10 more guards that seem to be closing in towards you. But we will start with Gut, who's up first.
Wait, why are the guards after us?
Are you asking his gut or his Matt?
I guess
He knows
to the
now.
group. Why are the guards after us? What did you guys do?
We didn't tangle with any guards. We just tangled with these black cloaked, right? They're black cloaked. These
Yeah, and you see the symbol with the circle and then the 10 smaller circle rings around.
Okay. Is there a map for this, Eric?
No, we're just gonna do this freelance.
Free balling.
Free balling to see
So-
what you are very
Are we,
outnumbered.
like, in an alley? Or like
You're in the middle of the bazaar. There are hundreds of people that are scattering as the guards are moving through, closing in on you. The bandits are also closing in on you. Bit of a semicircle, but you're in the middle of this like street system. There are commercial areas and residential areas that span off away. A very very dense street network and grids and alleyways and such that you could move through. But right now you're kind of in the hub of the of this little commercial core.
Okay.
So, Gut, what are you doing? Winona on deck.
All right. So I think Gut's main focus is on the bandits at this point, and they're, as you say, they've kind of all scattered, and they're like surrounding us basically, like coming in.
Yep.
Okay. How close is the closest one at this
You
point?
say they're all about 20 to 30 feet, and they're closing in pretty quickly.
Okay. Well, Gut is going to look, I guess, for the. You said there was one that kind of looked like a leader.
Yep.
Or something.
Yep.
Or whichever one was like making the orders.
Mhm.
So Gut's gonna move in the direction of that one and try and tangle with him, thinking he can take out the leader. Then maybe the other ones will scatter or at least stop fighting.
Okay.
So he'll move in that direction, and as a bonus action, his staff will begin to glow green, and there's more like toadstools and stuff like that growing in it, and he's gonna take a whack with his imbued quarterstaff
Okay.
at this leader
As you
bandit.
swing down, you hear the whonk as your staff hits the side of this guy's armor. Give me the attack roll and see what happens.
Okay.
Are these guys blinded, Eric?
Yeah, I think some of them have been. So you'd have advantage on the strike.
Okay. Okay. 17.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then we got this. So that is, I just make sure I've got this right. So that is 8 bludgeoning damage and 3 necrotic damage.
Okay. Okay. So as you come in, swinging, hitting the Vanguard captain, one of the guards next to him, who's kind of like rubbing his eyes, trying to see, feeling around where you are, is gonna kind of get a bit of a hand on you, but is gonna pull from their side like belt a big net and try and throw it over you. So I need you to make a dexterity.
Oh no, not a net.
Dexterity save.
Those who come from the net.
Oh, I guess with disadvantage because they're blinded.
To mend and defend.
All right. 23.
24 was the lower roll.
Wow.
I had disadvantage. 19 and a 20.
Bardic.
Wow.
Not bardic. Cutting words.
Cutting
Like that?
words? It
Cutting board.
already had disadvantage.
Yeah.
No, but cutting words is makes an ability roll. You can expend a use of bardic inspiration. Roll the die. Subtract the number from the creature's roll.
Okay. Yep. Is it a reaction?
So, as a reaction.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So roll your bardic cutting words. And what do you say when this net's coming over? You pick Bard.
It's just gonna be an encouragement. It's quickly gut, run.
No whammies.
It's way better than the stuff on Baldur's Gate whenever she
Yeah.
starts.
All right.
spitting
As you throw the net, as it's going to wrap around you, you start to feel some of like your mushrooms get caught up in the webbing. You hear the words of Callista as you duck and roll out. Some of the mushrooms fall off and quickly sprout back in place. But you were able to escape this netting for now. Winona, what are you doing on your turn? Mabel, you're up next.
Wait, Callista has mushrooms?
Gut has mushrooms.
Oh. Gut's an infected?
He's a fungi boy.
Oh.
He's a fungy boy.
Is that very funny?
So Winona's actually fairly hurt, so she's gonna cast Armor of Agathis on herself.
Okay.
To just give myself some temporary hit points. And I am not entirely sure where I am in relation to everyone, but I just want to move to being more grouped up with my party.
You're in. Okay. As you do, you see another guard coming up again, rubbing their eyes, trying to get rid of this blindness. They are going to, Winona, as you can hear the crystallizing of the armor around you. You hear one of the guards. I think I hear one of them moving as they're going to try and cast Hold Person on you. I need you to make a wisdom, it's a, check that. Hold Person. Charisma save? I can't remember the save. Wisdom save. Please.
10.
Okay, you feel yourself locking up as you are held.
Okay.
Mabel, you're up next.
Mabel throws I know we don't have any visual, but can you sort of paint a word picture of what's going on at this point?
You have basically a bunch of people scattering and running,
like all the black cloaks and the guards.
People. There's just people in this bazaar.
Sorry. Okay.
Hundreds of people that are scattering because it's storming. The water's coming down.
And there's a fire.
There's lightning that's lit up one of the houses.
Yeah.
And then you have a bunch of bandits that are rushing through this rain. They've called to the guards, and they're all closing in on your position where you're kind of being in the center of this bazaar, just kind of standing, trying to hold your own, it seems like. So we'll go with that.
Okay, I'm going to do Guiding Bolt on, I guess, a group closest to our group. Does that make sense?
One second.
Usually you just clump them, right?
Yeah. Okay. So say that again. Sorry, I was just trying to read something to make sure I didn't screw something up.
I'm going to do Guiding Bolt
Go
on
for
the group closest to our group.
Okay. Towards the bandit captain would be probably the
Sure.
closest one.
The one who I've charmed?
He's-
Yep. That makes sense.
You can do a different one.
No, that's fine.
Okay, make your attack roll.
14.
That does not hit their armor.
Well, for bonus action, I'm going to go into starry form.
So you have advantage because he is blinded.
Oh. Did I miss that, or is that?
That was okay. You still missed.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to go into starry form.
Yeah.
Which is like a well-shaped derivative, or
Yeah, you start glowing like a constellation.
which is super cool. And I'm going to glow as an archer.
Okay. Cool.
And that is a ranged spell attack
Love it.
on them.
Awesome.
I don't know what I roll to see whether or not it hits.
Well, that's on future turns.
Oh.
On this turn. Yeah, you can fire.
It says one bonus action.
Yep.
So I can do it now.
So you can't use guiding bolt and turn into the starry form on the same turn.
But it's a bonus action. Starry form, one bonus action. As a bonus action, you can expand the use of your wild shape feature to take on a...
Okay. Oh yeah, when you do this. Okay. When you activate this. Make an attack roll. With advantage. Yo.
How do I do that without one of these things?
Just click on, I think it's guiding bolt. Or go to your
Is that because that's my spell modifier?
use your guiding bolt. Just use your guiding bolt. We'll solve this after.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Slow.
Alright. That hits.
That hits obviously.
Roll some damage.
1d8 plus my wisdom modifier. So
Bottom left.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
1d8 plus my wisdom modifier.
So that's 8 damage. Okay.
4. Yeah, 8.
Okay.
Sorry that took so long.
As he starts to
Oh, it's plus 6, isn't it? This one?
You already did the pluses. Okay, so as you hit him, and they're over there. One of the other guards who sees this happen, who's not as blinded as the captain is going to rush over and try and tackle you and pin you down. So they are going to try and grapple you. So give me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. Edis, you're on deck. Flux, you're
Acrobatics.
after that.
It's 15.
You are grappled as they land on top of you,
So I'm
basically
prone?
holding you pinned. Pardon?
I mean, I'm prone?
No, you're grappled.
Okay.
Okay, Edis, what are you doing on your turn?
Okay, well, I was gonna turn and run and tell everyone to do the same, but that is no longer an option.
Idea.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Flux and Sven, new Flux and Sven, and just. Do you think you can get Win, who's frozen, and Mabel, who's now been pinned? Because I don't think we can win. I think we need to scatter and run. And just leave it at that. And this might not do much, but Edis is gonna look at like that final little scrap of paper that she has, and take out a little eyedropper with some blue paint in it, and is going to kind of drip a few little drops onto the paper and crush it between her hands, and is going to expend a bardic inspiration to make sure this doesn't hurt any of my party. But centered on Edis in the middle, she's going to cast Shatter.
Oh.
And expend like a ripple of thunder outwards to try and catch everybody who's closing in and try and push them back, even though that's not what the spell does.
Okay, so you just hear boom as you shatter and explode around you. What do I need to do for saves? As a number of the stalls that are around you just explode. There's scattering of merchandise that seems to fly all over the place. Some of the things you're holding in your bag, unfortunately, I think are gonna burst. But some of the eggs crack at the as this boom echoes out, Callista. But
Sorry.
what do I need to roll for the guards?
So it is Constitution.
So the guards fail, and the bandits fail.
Constitution 14, and with the Bardic Inspiration being expended, I can choose either allies or enemies. So I'm only going to choose enemies, which is the people rushing us and not the innocent people running away from us.
Yeah, so only the guards and the bandits get hit with that ability. So boom, you see them fly back, righting themselves, getting back to their position. They all seem to be injured, but how much damage is that for these folks?
Do you have 2d8s I can borrow real quick? I forgot to roll that.
Yeah. Do you have one?
I have one. I need two. It is 16 thunder damage.
16 thunder damage. Oh, you see them all looking fairly injured by this. They're kind of like grabbing their wounds and shaking their heads. You say like maybe they're like maybe all like mildly concussed, but they're righting themselves and getting back up, looking to their leader for orders, who's still up. The guards seem to be a little less
The
impacted.
leader's pinning me, isn't it?
No, that's just one
Oh,
of the
that's just
one
one
of,
of
one of the
them? Okay.
bandits. We'll
Why
say-
don't we just leave town? We'll leave town and we won't bother you anymore. We don't want any trouble. We're not even from here.
The boss wants all of you brought in. We're gonna make sure that happens. It's still your turn. What are you doing?
Well, that was action, bonus action.
Still have movement.
I don't want to run away from everybody, though. Are we able to start sneaking closer to like one of the side streets, or
If
is
you-
it now?
If you
Twisted.
wanted to flee, there is a path or an avenue that you can take following the crowd, that you could avoid this semicircle of guards closing in around you. Guards and bandits.
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving that way.
Okay,
We have to run. Everybody, please run.
cool.
We can stay together. We just have to move.
One of the other guards is going to try and attack you, and you see a thing of lightning come out towards you, but does not hit. As this like little strand of lightning, as the lightning lure is trying to reach at you and it cracks against the water, and you see a shatter of electricity across the ground as it dissipates, and you are able to avoid the attack. Flux, you're up next. As you see it is trying to take off, you have Mabel, who's pinned under one of the guards, Win, who seems to be frozen in place, but the action is yours.
So one question for the DM. Do I know why the guards are interacting? Like, being of this world, like, do I have any sort of like inside knowledge?
Give me a history check with advantage.
Ooh, come on. Come on.
Figure it out.
21.
Nice.
Okay. I would say you are quite aware that of late the the Xanathar Guild has recently acquired, maybe putting the Waterdeep Guard in their pocket, and have been moving around the city with much more impunity than usual. And when asked upon, they have been responding to the favors of bandits and the like, as if they're one and the same.
Okay.
Well, guys, I think it's time to go now.
And I want to like, I want to like grab my stuff and kind of shimmy away, I guess, at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna follow. Actually, can I grab some pebbles while I'm gonna grab some rock.
You can grab some wet rocks.
Yeah, and I'm gonna scurry away.
Okay, you gotta grab some wet pebbles from the ground and you start running.
Wait, I don't know if this is a bonus action.
You hear, don't let him get away, as one of the other bandits who is blinded from the pyrotechnic still is going to try and reach out towards you and try and run up towards you and grab you. I need you to give me an acrobatics or athletics check, please.
Me?
Yeah, as they roll with disadvantage for that.
22.
Yeah, you are able to easily avoid them as they're trying to just grab onto anything. Just grabbing another guard, and then you hear like, "Hey!" and then let's go. And,
Hey.
You are free to progress on your scampering away. It is going to be Sven. You are up next.
Who is the one that cast the hold spell on? I'm assuming I'd be able to tell through.
One of the guards is kind of concentrating and focusing. Very, very Kylo Ren from The Force Awakens, just holding Rey in place.
Did the shatter break the concentration?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't roll for a check because he did get hit.
And it was 16.
Actually, I'm going to say yeah. Well, with that roll, they definitely would fail. Sorry about that. That's on me. So yeah, they are. Win, you are no longer held. So right now it would be just Mabel who seems to be pinned.
No.
Okay, I'll go over to that then, since that seems to be the issue now, and I'm just gonna flat out try and is Mabel pinned by a bandit or a guard?
A bandit.
Bandit.
Well, fuck it then. I'm just gonna take a swing at the bandit.
Okay.
That's where your honor ends.
It's a bandit. These are bad guys. It's fine. If it was a guard, I'm not gonna If it was a guard, I'm not gonna kill the city guard, even if they're in somebody's. Well, not that I know that, but a bandit, I think it's fine. Yeah, I guess I have to make an attack roll.
Yeah, go for it. So you rock up and just swing.
Yeah.
At me?
As you land, what weapon are you using? Because you have a few now.
So far I've never actually used Sigurd's Warhammer. So just my Warhammer.
So your own Warhammer as you come down on top of him. And as you connect with this hammer, another bolt of lightning hits the bazaar. One of the stands that hasn't been exploded by the shatter lights up in flames.
I meant to ask about that. Is there anything I would intuit from this storm? Is it a natural storm, or could I intuit that this appears otherworldly?
It appears fairly natural. It came on a little quick, but nothing you would glean would be anything beyond that. I would say you aren't very familiar with the natural processes of this planet, so it may be a little bit more difficult to figure it out. But as you do connect, roll your damage on.
It's calling you a shitty storm chaser.
That was implied. Callista, you're on deck.
I think I'll do a divine smite as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do an extra 2d8 radiant damage.
So how much damage do you lay into this as the lightning hits?
14
comes down 14. The guard falls off your party member, and just kind of bleeding from their jaw, and you didn't hit them in the jaw, but their internal, they're bleeding out from the ears, the eyes, their mouth from how hard you hit them in the back. And they're just oh, you'll pay, and spits blood as they slowly.
Do I get out?
As they slowly close their eyes. You are not grappled currently.
Crime doesn't pay.
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Run.
I'll just reach out a hand to Mabel.
Okay, Callista, what are you doing?
RoboCop,
Yeah. Are you an '80s drug commercial or
We had a
don't do drugs?
person noise here, so I just so there's a semicircle of guards and bandits around us.
Closing in. Yeah.
There's people taken off behind us, our group. Mabel's interacting with one of them. I'm just wondering if there's a good place in our imaginary circumstance where I could place cloud of daggers between us and them. It's 5 feet cubed.
You'd be able
I don't want
to
hit my friends.
I would say you'd be able to place it in such a manner that it would be between you and the bottom half of this circle. And it would certainly slow down the bandit captain and some of the guards from pursuing you. I could see you doing that and maybe even clipping a couple of them while you're at it.
Yeah, catching a few. Okay,
yeah.
I will do that. Thank you. All right. Come here, spells. Roll. Okay, cool.
Deck save. They failed their save.
Excellent. So they take 44 slashing. Yeah, I'll just do it regular.
Okay. All right. And then we're gonna go back up. Actually, no, it's their Bandit Captain's turn, and then Guts on deck.
1, 1, 4, 1, 7.
Oh,
I know. It's
That's all right.
rough times.
Okay, as you
But
see
it
some of them getting,
stays for a minute.
you see some of them getting cut up. One of the blades just keeps repeatedly cutting the guy that just got hammered to death. So he's like a little eviscerated there. And you see the Bandit Captain, who is glowing bright white, and glowing as he clears did I miss? I missed Junk's turn. So let's jump in. Junk, you're up next.
Who's the nearest one to me?
Take your pick. You're in the middle of the circle here.
All right, Junk's just gonna run to like immediate vicinity of all of them, not within like melee range, but like I don't know.
You are
10 feet.
So you're in the
away.
middle point, and around you 20 feet out.
Cool. He's just gonna do like this big rallying cry.
What's that sound like?
Screaming his brains out to the guards all around him.
but you're so cute.
As he uses Draconic Cry. So everybody within 10 feet, we have advantage on attacks against them.
Okay.
Is that me
As a
too?
bonus action.
Is that me too?
Yeah. And then he's going to cast Toll the Dead on the one that was over Mabel.
Okay. Who's already dead?
Oh, it's already dead?
Oh,
Jesus. Okay, the one that was hold personing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So make
The caster.
the roll.
Make the roll. Why can't I find Toll the Dead? It is a wisdom. No, it's a wisdom saving throw. You roll.
No, you roll. No, you roll.
It's a 15.
I have something for this because the save is a 15. Nope, I don't have anything. Damn. You win this time, Gadget.
All right.
You're adorable.
The Bandit Captain's gonna pull out his bow.
He's gonna run away though.
Yeah. Okay. As you scamper off.
Following in. Oh my god, I'm pulling a cam.
It is
Yeah,
Flux
this
and
is
are all running
trail.
Okay, so it is Flux. You know what? It's gonna be Flux because you're the target known to this guy. He's gonna try and shoot you. 25 to hit.
What? Fuck's it. 25 to hit?
Correct.
Yeah, well, you hit me.
Okay.
Can I use can I cast a spell?
I have no idea what your character does.
Can I cast a spell?
Is it a reaction? Is it a reaction?
No. Of course not. No.
All right, you're gonna take 10.
Be able to actually
10
stop that. I think.
10 points of piercing damage unless someone comes to your aid.
I think I can help with that.
I'm gonna see my reactions.
You can't, I can. Just would prefer to save it.
Yeah, I can do a thing.
Let me take it.
My God, where is it? There it is. Okay.
Like the first time I love playing D&D.
You're not within 5 feet of me though, are you?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm like farther than that now.
He's blitzed it, and you were standing there grabbing Mabel, picking Mabel up.
Okay, is he within 30 feet at least?
I'll give you that. Just
Okay.
on the bare edge.
I can't stop the damage, but I can. Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 10. That's a weak DC.
Not 20.
Well,
So this is I have one. It says one reaction, which you can take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by a magic missile spell. I want to cast shield on myself.
Okay, what's your new AC?
Fuck, still hits me. God damn it.
That would work out.
I'm going to ask you to remove that spell slot as you cast shield. You get hit, you hear that, you feel the arrow, and then you cast shields.
Shit, it's a 10 points. All right. God.
Yeah. Okay. As the bandits quickly, they're escaping. Get after them. Move. And we're going to change this combat into a chase scenario. So we're going to keep the same initiative order, but on your turn, if you want to, as a free action, you can dash. In addition to your turn, if you are dashing, you are going to have to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you get exhausted by pushing that extra little bit to get away. I have a measurement of how far you are to everybody and a target distance to escape. So as we go, Gut, you're up first. What are you doing as the group starts to run away and you see them chasing after you? Go.
Okay.
No opportunity attacks.
No opportunity attacks?
They don't get opportunity, or
As part of the chase, there's no opportunity attacks.
Okay. Just before I forget, Callisto was wondering if the cloud of daggers slows people at all.
I'm going to take what you guys did into effect as we proceed into this chase scenario.
Okay. I get dash as a free action, and I can do like one other thing.
You can take, in addition to your turn, you can take a dash action for free if you want to roll Constitution.
Okay. And okay, so we've got this semicircle, and which is the way that Edis fled?
Basically out the, let's say north, just to keep things. So the semicircle is along the south, east, and west.
Yep.
You're moving north. What are you doing?
Okay. So what Gut would like to do then, if we're breaking the engagement off, is he would like to let me just make sure I've got this right. So what he wants to do basically is slam his staff into the cobblestone of the bazaar.
Yep.
And suddenly, like, a bunch of like mushrooms and toadstool, various fungi start shooting out in like different directions, sort of like not big ones, but like around sort of knee height. As he's going to cast Entangle on a square of ground to try and
Good. Really good.
prevent at least some of them from moving, from chasing us.
Okay.
Love it.
Love it.
Like
Okay.
So, yeah, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. Any creature in the area when I cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the plants.
Got it. Okay.
And then I think once he has done that, he is going to, I guess the one other thing that he'll do, I guess he forgot to do it last turn, but he's going to use his like halo of spores as he's like leaving. So he basically like crop dusts the bandit leader.
Jeez.
Nice.
Just crop dusting over here.
So so they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Failed. Roll your damage. Win. You're up
All right.
next. Oh,
Okay.
before let's roll the damage first. I got one thing to do on Gut's turn before we close out.
Okay, so that's 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then I think Gut would then dash towards where Edis is.
Okay. So roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Ooh. It's not great. It's 10.
Okay. You are going to take 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
All right. So as you do that, I need you to roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Andrea's
4.
face.
4?
Yeah.
All right. As you're trying to get away in all this calamity, a maze of barrels and crates starts falling in your way. As you're running through, you're jumping over. It's going to slow down your progress. So your total distance is not as far as you'd like to, as your little legs can't really get you up over some of the barrels, and you're crawling through. Some of the crackling of the rainwater is also making it a little slippery. So your total progress, while you did make some, I will track, has been reduced by half.
It's a real accessibility issue in this
I was
bazaar.
gonna say.
Okay, Win, you're up next.
So I have questions about how it would work if I cast Expedious Retreat, which allows me to use dash. What would that be? Could I dash twice?
Be like
And then
Sonic?
would-
You could dash multiple times.
And be like Sonic.
You-
Sonic, but like would one of them only would I only have to roll
Sonic.
once for the Constitution?
You get one free one in addition to your turn. So you can do whatever you do on your turn. You could run, you could dash, and use a free dash if you wanted to.
You can
so
leave your friends behind.
There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna hightail it out of here with Expedious Retreat, and I'm just gonna try and get as far as I can. Probably trailing Gut is my thought, because I would also want to join Iris because she was telling us to go, and that made sense to me.
Okay, so how does the Expeditious Retreat spell work? Like, what does it look like when you cast on yourself?
Like Sonic, like my feet go in that like they stand still motion, and just until you go.
Oh, and it just
forward.
gets blurry and you start running. Yeah. So you get your movement as normal. You get your bonus action dash with Expeditious Retreat, and then are you taking another dash with that?
How far does that get me?
That gets you 60 feet.
How far does that get me in reference to where Iris is?
That'll get you past Iris.
Perfect. So then I am the captain now. I think I'll leave that. That's enough.
Okay. So you are. All right. Okay. Cool.
That's what our legs do.
I need you to roll. I need you to roll me a d20 to see if this goes without a hitch.
8.
I
like it. I like this.
Okay.
Andrew,
Oh, I love this. I love this. As you're running, amidst the confusion, you see what looks like someone who's a little bit more ne'er-do-well, a little bit more rough around the edges, comes up and starts blocking you away. Would you mind sparing some change, please? Would you mind just throwing a copper in for an old poor man? As he's kind of blocking your way, what would you like to do or say to this person?
Shoot him in the face.
I'll throw a copper in.
Okay. Oh wow! So if you toss them a coin, you automatically pass the check. So cool.
Okay. They are not expecting players to be that nice.
There you go. So yeah, you get your full movement. All right. Okay. Next in the order is Mabel. What are you doing as you're getting picked? You get picked up off the ground, so you're not prone. What are you doing with your turn?
Starlight Step. As a bonus action, I can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I see. So I'm going to do an action to dash, right? Okay. Dash is the action.
Yep.
How many feet is dash?
Wait, so is that a bonus action?
Yeah, as a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, so it's 30 feet. Dash in an action is another 30 feet, and you have your movement.
Oh.
What do you look like, right? Are you still a constellation?
Heck yeah, I'm an archer. Well, no, it says an archer appears in front of me. I don't know. I'm an astrologist.
It's like your joints are the stars, and your whole.
I thought so too, but it says like.
Really? You look how you want to look.
It's very good.
All I picture is like Andy Serkis in one of those ball costumes.
I like it.
It says a constellation of archer appears on you. Sorry, I read that as in front. So yeah, I look like an archer, like a constellation archer.
Okay, all right. So are you? So you got your movement. You got your starlight step.
I have my action and my bonus action. You said I don't have my movement, right?
You have movement. You have your whole regular turn. Plus a free dash if
Starlight
you want.
Step.
So you Starlight Step?
Yeah.
And you run?
Yeah.
You still have your action?
In which I'll do another...
A dash?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and are you using your free action to dash again?
Well, I mean, how far am I from everybody?
You
I
are,
don't want to just, like...
You are well ahead of everybody
yeah,
at this point.
I mean, if I'm well ahead, I could still do a spell,
No.
Does I have any action left?
Well, you'll lose some speed, but yes, if you want to do a spell, you can, instead of dashing, you can one of those dashes.
I'll put Moonbeam in front of the crowd chasing us.
Cool. Moonbeam down, so that'll bring you down to...
Do you want me to...
No, you're good.
Hit the... Oh no, until someone runs into it, right?
Yep, you're good. So let's... I do need you to roll me a d20 to see what happens on your turn.
18.
18. Okay, so as you put the moonbeam down, you just hear one of the guards just ah, as you just hear pain burning out towards them. Edis, you're up next. Flux, you're on deck.
Run! That's gonna, because I'm assuming the only people behind me now is Gut, Flux, Callista, and Sven. Is that right? Everyone else is pretty much past me.
So most people are up near you. Sven's the only one that's behind you.
Sven's the only one that's behind me. Far behind?
Yeah, about 30 feet.
Okay. Well, I definitely can't do anything better than what a moonbeam and an entangle can do. Yeah, I think she's just gonna. Can Mage Hand knock stuff over?
A little bit.
I know. It's not enough.
I can lift up a chair.
She's just gonna run. She's just gonna run. She will give a bardic inspiration to Sven, so she's going to look back and is just going to chuck a vial of paint at him. And just have it kind of explode at his feet. But as it explodes, like his boots get this really cool like flame decal design kind of automatically.
Cool.
So you'll get a bardic inspiration, Sven.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you what that is in a second. But it's just gonna run. She'll attempt the dash.
And you're doing that. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw also, by the way.
Yeah.
Because of everything happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Okay, you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, no, I think.
Where's the exhaustion thingy? Do I just remember that? That's the thing you put in, right? That was your own?
Well, all you need to know is how many points of exhaustion you have. You don't need to read all the rules.
I know, I'm just saying. It's just something that Oh, no, you put there. Okay.
There you go. Okay, so what was your roll?
10.
It's 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's a dash and your movement. Okay.
Could I also use my action to dash, like the dash action?
If you'd like to, yes, you could.
Yeah, because I can't do anything more with spells, so
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right, you are well past everybody at this point. You're just blitzing through. But to see how far that actually gets, I need you to make a D20 roll to see what happens as you're running away, fleeing from this.
It's a D6, Cam, just as a heads up that you can add to your roll.
Thank you.
17 for the D20.
17. As you rush off, you are able to basically escape without any issues. With the distance you have traveled, you can find a back alley. You can find a place to hide. You are no longer considered part of this chase, as the bandits chasing you have lost sight of you.
Yay!
So unless you want to re-enter the chase, you are safe for now. Okay, Flux, you're up next.
Okay.
Junk,
So
you're on deck.
Who's behind me? Sven
Just Sven.
and me?
You're
Gut.
you're all at the same pace. So Flux, Junk, Callista, you're all at the same range.
Who's the closest to me and furthest back?
Furthest back is Sven.
Closest
Closest to you is Junk and Callista.
I thought it was Gut. Isn't Gut back?
Gut's ahead of you.
Oh, okay. I want to go up to the nearest person, so I'll go up to Junk, who's smaller, and I want to squat down and be like, "It's time to go, little one," and I want to tap him on the shoulder, and I want to cast Long Strider on him. You touch a creature, the target speed increased by 10 feet until the end of the spell ends. So I want to give him more speed.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if there's any way, can I throw my pebbles?
Let's see. Again, it's bonus. Next turn you can throw your pebbles.
I can't. I thought I could grab them.
You got it. Magic stone. You got to make them magical first before you can throw them. I
did.
can't stress this enough, people.
But I picked them up when I
Magic
We
goes
talked
with
about
magic
this last
stone.
session. We talked about this every other campaign.
That was me and Kiwi, right? The magic stone?
I can't stress this enough.
Yeah, I
And just
feel
to
you, Sean.
preface this, I knew this. I picked them up before I ran away with Iris.
You didn't cast it on your last turn. We're moving on. Junk, what are you doing?
goddamn.
Oh wait, no, Flux. Roll me a d20 on your turn. What are you doing?
Well, I want to. Well, if I can't, yeah, I'm gonna run away now.
So
after
roll
I
me a
do that.
d20 to see what happens as you are
20?
running away. Are you taking a? Are you also taking a chance to free dash?
No.
Okay.
13.
13.
No, I'd rather not.
Okay. As you are running away, one of the bazaar merchants comes up to you, and they trip on the wet stone, and the food that they were carrying flies out and covers you. You are just completely covered, which is essentially baked goods. So like whipped icing and cream, it's just covering you, but it doesn't actually impede your travels. So you are just covered in confectionery. So that's just a regular dash? Regular movement, or are you dashing as well, or what's your...
Well, okay, I'll dash, but do I suffer exhaustion as a robot?
You will roll to see if you suffer exhaustion.
Okay. What do I roll then? D20?
Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, okay.
You lose power.
I'm 16.
You are fine. You get your dash in. You also are able to meet up with Iris in the back alley as you escape sight from the guards. Junk, you're up.
No.
I've got newfound speed. How much extra speed is that?
10 feet.
10 feet per move action.
Oh, okay. He's gonna use that newfound speed to take like one step and hop on Sprocket's back.
Okay.
And then he's gonna use Sprocket's movement, which is equally as fast.
That is too funny.
Because he's not leaving his boar behind.
Okay. So
I'm gonna do movement, action, and the extra dash as well.
okay, give me a roll for con save for that.
Oh, that's not good.
You're
That's a 2.
You're exhausted, but you are able to find the Flux and Iris in the back alley.
Okay, that's 3 of us.
Sven, you're up. You're the closest to the guards that are eyeing you down as being some type of prey they can get.
Is there any event that happens?
Oh yeah, sorry. Give me a d20. I forgot.
Okay, that's okay.
Lots going on here. I appreciate everybody's patience.
We're fine. It's okay.
Oh, this is great.
19.
Oh yeah. So as you rush forward, riding Sprocket, the tableau around you is as people are chasing in, you can just see the boar flying through the streets, bounding over the blocks, and you see kind of framing the vista, 2 lightning bolts hit buildings off in the distance behind you, making it almost like a goal line that you were crossing as you disappear out of sight as the flash hits, blinding everybody, and you sneak off into the alleyway. Sven, turn our attentions to you. What are you doing?
Guards are there, like people or bandits chasing me.
At this point, there is still approximately 16 left.
Well, yeah, I'll run. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash, and then I'll do a dash with my bardic inspiration as well.
Does your bardic inspiration let you move more?
No, but I mean, I'm gonna need to roll against the exhaustion, right?
Gotcha. Yeah, that'll. Okay.
So I'll run away from my turn, and then also use that special dash.
Movement, dash, and then free action dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get away.
I think Sven clocks that like everybody else is gone, and looks for a second and thinks of doing sleep on the guards, and then is like, nope, it's like 16 versus 1. And just, yeah, hightails it.
You probably could have gotten a couple. They seemed pretty low, but this is a better choice.
Yeah. If there's like 2, I would have. So I rolled a 7 on my d20 and a 6 on my d6. So I beat a 10, right?
It's 11 you need to beat.
All right, I beat 11. That's fine.
Or you need 11 or higher. So you are not exhausted, but I do need you to roll me a d20 to see if there's any complications as you make your escape.
Thank you for that bardic inspiration, by the way.
You're welcome.
19.
19. As you make your escape, it's unimpeded, but to give you a little flavor, as you do make your escape, the little lady that fell with all her confectionery, you have enough time and enough movement to kind of pick her up, right her, and like get her all nicely appointed and on her way, and you maybe give her
Sorry for the disturbance.
a couple of words of encouragement as you are able to disappear off into the distance, doing some type of good on your way out.
Ray.
And then you see Marjoram will remember this, and Callista, we bring it to your Callista, you're up next.
Cool. So duration for the Cloud of Daggers is a minute, so I'm
Yep.
assuming that's still going. So
yeah,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yep, and I take that into consideration on the next round to see if how far they are able to catch up to you guys.
For sure, sounds good. I just in casting my spells, I don't want to cast another concentration and lose it. So I'm just gonna do all the run-in. So I will do the con save.
Yep. You.
Oh.
Ugh.
Okay. Point of exhaustion as you are able to just barely manage getting away. But I do need you to roll me a d20 to see if there's any complications on your way out.
Okay.
As you run super fast, even though it's wet. 12. Okay. That is going to reduce your speed a little bit, but because you're doing all three movement. As you rush through, you slip and like bang your knee on one of the stones, so you can like kind of feel it aching as you're kind of limping, getting back up to full speed as you're running, taking a little bit more time and caution, following more or less with Junk. As the lightning hits, while he flourishes out, you're able to kind of duck into the alley and tuck in with them, as you are also able to get out. So that leaves Gut, Win, and Mabel.
It's raining, you said?
It is raining, it is thundering, it is lightning out. The wind's starting to pick up. Gut, Win, and Mabel, you're the only three that weren't able to run far enough. So now it'll be the guards' turns, the bandit and the guards' turn to see how much they're going to catch up to you, taking into consideration the moonbeam.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and aren't I like 60 feet away? They've caught up with me.
Well, we're going to see how you're 80 feet away at this point, and you're going to see if they can catch you, because there's a threshold. If you can get over a certain threshold,
Then I'm gone. Okay, I'm by no means arguing.
Okay.
I just didn't understand.
So they are going to they're going to start running through, and they're going to take some damage as they go. I'm not going to roll the damage
The moonbeam.
for the moonbeam, but it is going to slow their progress. So I'm going to take a few feet off of that in compensation. And then they're going to take a point of exhaustion to also run. And then the entangle is going to reduce their speed for how wide is the entangle, just so I can measure.
It's a 20-foot square.
Okay. So total they're going to get 40. Okay. You can see them closing half the distance. They're getting they may be within range to attack you if they hadn't used all their actions to catch up to you. So the guards have all swarmed up behind you. You are going to need another round to see if you can get away, as they have really closed in the distance. But if it wasn't for the entangle, the knives, and the moonbeam, they would have probably caught Gut.
Wow. I really had a rough time with
Oh boy.
Okay, Gut, you're up first. What are you doing?
Get gone.
Okay. I guess I really don't want them to catch me, so Gut is going to because now they've kind of like funneled into like a street that's chasing me, so now Gut is gonna cast Entangle again, but like right behind him this time.
Okay.
To try and like catch the bottleneck.
Yep.
So same thing as before, and I think that is the leader of the bandits amongst the front of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, his Halo of Spores is gonna crop dust him again.
Just dropping bombs. All right.
It could be the Durian. It could be Gut. Nobody really knows.
Okay.
At this point.
Okay. All right.
It's one and the same.
All right. So
No.
your action is casting. Bonus action is attacking. I think you roll me the damage, and I'll see if I forget if
It's a con save.
Okay. And then what are you doing with your movement? And are you taking a free action to dash?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like, I really don't want it because like everyone else is like leaving. So like,
Yep.
I think I just got to risk it at this point.
Okay. So give me the con save to see if you're exhausted, and then
Okay.
give me a d20 roll for your complication if you get one.
Oh my God. The same roll. I rolled a 10.
So that's one more point of exhaustion, and then your complication roll.
Okay. A 3.
The 3. I was hoping someone would roll a 3.
I don't like that.
Sign.
You get
All right.
ignored by a 4.
As you were running through, and you're like making great progress. In the middle of the storm, there's 2 guys walking a stained glass window over to the nearby temple. You jump through said stained glass window. I need you to make me a strength save to see how you do smashing through.
A strength? Oh my God.
Please bounce off. Please bounce off the window.
Have you watched
That
any of those
good.
cartoons where the stained glass window goes by? It never ends that way.
How'd you roll?
That is an 8.
Okay, the
minus
stained
1.
glass
So
does
7.
not break. As you hit the glass window, you fall prone next to it, and half of your movement is impeded. So you are a little far behind.
Oh God.
All right, Win, you're up.
Am I on deck? Am I on deck?
You're on deck. Yeah.
I need some help.
No bubbles. No.
I'm gonna as one of my cantrips, I'm gonna cast Gust Barrier, just to give me some protection if they make a ranged attack against me while I'm running away. And then I'm gonna use my already cast Expeditious Retreat to do dash.
Okay. Yep.
Can I get far enough away?
So with both of those actions, yeah, you will be able to make it to the alleyway. But I do need you to give me a constant complication roll. Yeah.
Huh. I rolled the exact same 8. Does the man pop out again and ask for more money?
Yeah, he does.
Long.
Your charity is appreciated. If you don't mind, I have a family and a wee little pup that needs food as well. If you don't mind, I could use and he starts jingling the little cup.
I just throw another coin over my shoulder. Here you go.
All right, you're
Kind of busy right now.
you're
I just imagine after the last coin, he's just like
Yeah.
booking it like after you. He's like, I need more change.
Yeah.
yeah. You are able to get free as you give him more money. Mabel, you're up next.
I'm going to do a cantrip.
Okay.
I whisper to the spirits of nature and create a what is it? Golden. Oh, I predicts what the weather will be at my location for the next 24 hours. So is that predicting like you tell me, or I just say what it is? I tell you.
You roll. See what you get.
Whoa. Okay. I don't like this rain shit. It's not helping. Fuck.
It's gonna rain for the next day.
Damn it. Guys, it's gonna continue to rain. Be careful and wear the right gear.
Okay.
It's like the worst cantrip ever, but I like it. And I can't cast anything else.
Nope. So you use your action.
But I keep dashing. But I thought it was important.
Okay, so you move and you roll me a Constitution saving throw and a complication roll. So, con save.
Ah. And a d20.
So another point of exhaustion and a d20, please.
Level 2.
Yep.
We gotta sleep. Can we get rid of exhaustion after we sleep?
And we'll see what happens. 18. You are able to escape without issues. Okay. So we're gonna go back. Gut.
Oh, poor gut.
Yes.
As you see the rest of the guards approaching you,
I'm gonna help
they
you.
are rushing up to you, and it'll be your turn again, as they are within 10 feet of you now.
Yeah, they're entangled in
Are we
them?
close enough to have like popped out
If
to
you
the
want,
point where I could give
if
Gut
you want to
a
reveal
bardic-
your position to the guards chasing you, you are
Ooh.
able to do that.
They're not entangled?
Gut. I use the entangle, the gust barrier, all of that. If it wasn't for that, they would have caught you. But with that, they are now 10 feet away from you. You have this turn to go. What are you doing?
Okay. All right. So, yeah, what I am thinking of doing is like clearly, especially with level 2 exhaustion, I'm not going to be able to outrun these guys.
So exhaustion is only going to subtract from your rolls. I don't run with the what you see on the sheet there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I think, and you can tell me if this mechanically will work, is Gut, despite having never done this before, is going to try and use his wild shape instead to try and turn into a small creature so that he can hide from the guards.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, so you turn into a wild shape. What animal does Gut become?
It's a good question. I should have prepared for what Gut would turn into. Like, does it matter what I say from like a hit point standpoint?
I may.
Okay.
Usually it does.
As in, I can't fly
No.
with the wild shape I've got. I can swim, but that doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a skunk, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Skunks are really slow, though. I
You
will
just
say
want to
that.
keep crop dusting.
What about a honey
Just
badger?
wonder.
They're fast and they're small. And they're skunk-like.
Yeah.
And they give 0 fucks.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking that
They don't have one.
he would turn into a like basically he's going to turn into like a toad,
Okay.
but he's got like basically this like white lichen all over his back,
Okay.
just to keep the fungus theme going.
Okay. Cool. So as you start you turn into this toad and start hopping into the wet bazaar, trying to find a place to hide. Give me a stealth check, and I'm gonna contest it with their perception.
How bizarre.
Okay.
How bizarre.
Now, okay, so the wild shape is an action, so I can't use anything else. Okay.
You can still
Got it.
dash. You can still dash.
Toad dash.
I could still dash.
That's a bonus section, right?
Exhaustion.
Yeah, risking a third exhaustion. That doesn't seem great. But I don't think I have any like bonus or reaction spells that I can use that would be useful.
Pass without a trace.
I mean, I can't pass without a trace is an action, so
Mm.
I can't use it and wild shape at the same time.
No.
That might
Okay.
have been a smarter play.
Okay. So what's your stealth?
All right, so stealth. Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
So as you start bouncing around and find a spot, a little alcove, you start to hear boxes getting tossed, things rolling. Find it. Where is it? After a few moments, a few minutes, reaching out, and you're just kind of in your terrify. They are unable to find your location, as you are able to dodge the chase. As the guards, well, Captain, looks like we lost them. Maybe we should report back to the hideout and let them know that they're still out there. Or regroup and find another plan. It's too bad Brad got smashed to bits. He was, 2 days away from retirement, and is looking forward to spending that with his young family. You know, it's a hard life, but
2 days from retirement and a young family?
he was pretty wealthy.
All right.
So it's one of these like
I'm not questioning his
he was a
family background.
water deep fluencer. He had like a side business where he was, you know, doing little performances. A lot of dancing was involved. So you see the group lead off, and we will take a break there as you guys are able to get away from the bandits and the guards chasing you for the moment.
More important than fast travel.
Okay, we're gonna dive back into it because I don't want to be too late, and I have a few things,
Okay.
and I know Cam's gonna catch up. But as we find ourselves, you guys all collect yourselves after the guards and bandits disperse, trying to get out of this wet weather. The rain seemingly not going to end for the next foreseeable 24 hours, thanks to someone who did stop to take a weather check on their escape from these bandits.
Is it a short rest or a long one?
Well, we're not going to get there yet. As we find ourselves in this alley, you notice as you look around this alley that a few stragglers, a few people bustling through, straggling, are working their way over to what looks like a inn tavern along this street, this alleyway. The top of this building has what looks like a giant or some type of like goblinoid creature skull emblazoned into the center of it, with the words Troll Skull Manor, and then along the side of it you see and like a little hole in the wall bar that's placed up next to it called the Frosty Nip, a bar for small folk.
I thought you were gonna say small nips.
Eric, can I check something real quick? Just for Matt and I, was there a long rest at any point? Like, are
No.
we still going?
Still going.
Oh, cool. Anyway.
Hey y'all, we should probably take a rest in this Frosty Nip place.
Oh, I was gonna write something, but
Wait, isn't that for small folk?
Am I a patron of this fine establishment?
Pardon?
Am I a patron of this fine establishment?
The city's big. I don't think you've been here before, or if you have, you can tell me if you have.
I am a regular at this establishment.
You gave him the
Insight
power.
check.
You gave him that power.
All right.
You don't have to yes and everything as a DM, you know.
The manor itself is an inn with a small tavern that most people can go to. The Frosty Nip is like I said, a small folk bar. So
It's like
if you're below 6 feet, you can squeeze in. But if you're more, it's more custom to like think of like the Hobbit holes, like how most people would have to like bend down, and then like halflings and.
But do they like outright refuse service?
No, but it's probably more comfortable to go to the main establishment. But they're trying to cater to a shorter crowd.
Okay.
Give you some options.
I remember.
Like the big dog and the small dog, dog park.
All right.
Where's my size?
Your normal size, your medium. Probably
Right back.
in description. There you go.
But it doesn't say my
Here.
sizing.
Because none of it's been put in. So, okay. So,
Well, sometimes it's
standing in front of this along the alleyway, what do you guys want to do?
I still
Oh, and
think
then
we
I-
deserve a rest. I don't know. We'll see where that goes.
Well, I think we best get off of the street. You know, there could be more of those guards or the other guys. I don't know why they were after you, not Flux.
Yeah. My feeling is that, and like, so most of these like guards and stuff like that, they were like full size people, right?
Yep.
I think they'd be less inclined to pursue us in there. I've always wanted to see what a place built for me would look like.
Can Sven even fit?
No, Sven knows he can't fit in the small person bar.
Name of the bar again?
We'll just hitch him up outside.
Hitch him up.
All right. Do you guys go in?
Who can? I think we should.
So
We could always split the poutsy.
I think everyone but Flux and Sven could fit in there, right?
Idis? Isn't Idis really tall too?
Wait,
Are
wait.
you over 6 feet, Iris?
I'm still technically medium sized, but
If-
yeah. I'm
wait,
over
if
6 feet tall.
Flux can't make it in there,
If you're
what's the point in
it'd be
going to the small person's
it'd be
bar?
uncomfortable if you're between 5 and 6 feet. 6 feet would be very uncomfortable, and if you're
Yeah,
over 7 feet, you just can't fit in there.
Do we want to go in the small one for Flux? But if Flux can only
You
go
can
in the large
do
one.
you can split the party. You can all go on one. You can
No,
mix
but
it
to
up.
Matt's point, which I think is a good one, go to one that they're less likely to go, but we're trying to hide Flux.
I would. Oh,
All
I can't
right.
do that. Never mind.
I'll go to the Frosty Nip another time. We can go to the big
Outside
bar.
sides. We can always go to the small one later.
Hey, God, we can always sneak out at night and go check out the Frosty Nip.
Oh yeah, because
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
I mean, you're welcome to go.
I'm a-okay with that split. I don't want to know what happens.
All right.
I'll
So
keep the tall guys company if we're going to the big one.
okay, so as you guys all go into the Troll Skull Manor, you see what looks like a fairly well appointed dining hall. It's been renovated over the years. You see a bunch of like bars all across. I don't know what Andrea's doing. You see a bar like just appointed with all types of like very fine liquor. There's a few people in here that have been just dodging the rain. You see a human with blonde mutton chops and a very long brimmed hat. You see another like half orc who's just kind of eaten over a pile of stew, and you see a bartender just kind of wiping down the table as a couple more patrons are drinking ale at the side. As he's, what can I do, you guys?
What's he look like?
He's got dark brown hair, and like a Fu Manchu goatee.
Man, shoot. Love it. What are you known for? What's the house specialty?
We got the flaming Lao,
There it is.
The Flaming Lao.
and he pulls out
I appreciate.
pulls out a beer and slides it across, and then as he slides the beer, he throws a fist out, and you just see it ignite in fire. As you see, like almost like a dragon flames across, burns off, and then the drink is kind of lit, so you
I get it.
so you can blow it out.
It's a Simpsons reference.
Flaming Mo.
There you go.
Well, I'm sold. I'll get one of those.
You can have that one as he like it slides like across to you. You see this older bartender who's been around for a while. Very pleasant, very happy to see folks patronizing the establishment. He's like, "Oh, Flux, it's been a while since you've been in here. Hopefully, you've been keeping well."
Hey, what's his name? Do I know his name?
His name's Lao.
Hey, gal. Sorry I'm late for my shift. Things got a little busy. Things got a little busy at home.
I can't express enough how many times you do not work here.
Oh, you're so funny, Lau. I'll go get my apron.
Now we're in Big Mouth territory.
Yeah. Coach
Like
Steve.
Coach Steve, yeah.
You gotta throw a
He's
couple
so
of these
funny
in
now.
there.
I like put on an apron and start busting tables.
I pictured the apron being comedically small and frilled.
Yeah.
I will say, Gut attempts to drink this beverage without blowing it out.
You're gonna take 1 point of fire damage, just straight up. I'm not even gonna roll that.
Worth it.
That drink might be hard on your gut.
Are we southern now?
Yep.
Yeah, why not? We'll work with it and see what happens.
Yeah. Whew. It's hot.
So what brings you all in here?
You know, that is a great question. Whoa. There were like 4 accents in that one word. Flux. What the hell, man?
I'm just busting tables. What's going on here?
Did you just sit, please?
I'll sit down.
What's his name?
We just got chased
Wow.
twice. What's going on here?
Well, seems like I'm a wanted man.
It seems like, yeah.
Can I explain Zenithar? Is that what it's called? Can I explain what that is to the party?
Sure. What do you think it is?
Eric.
They're a bad group of people, and I may have given them those scrying stones, and now they're after me, or something like that. I don't really know.
Gave them the scrying stones and now they're after you still?
I think there might be some correlation with this. What is it, Jim Dark? I think they've been there. Is it Jim Dark? I'm pretty sure it's Jim Dark. Who's the wizard guy?
Jim
Dark Magic.
Yeah, Jim Dark Magic.
Jim Dark Magic. I'm pretty sure they're in cahoots with each other.
Okay.
Okay, see, Andrea saw the look from the DM and knows that that's incorrect, but
I-
you did not,
my
so
notes
she
are all
buys
over
it.
the
All right.
Oh, can I check if I believe him? Can I check if he's just making stuff up or if he's actually legitimately telling the truth?
I think just use your own intuition, or if you want, like I think it's pretty clear that you've been hired by Jim Dark Magic to go find these, and the path that you've had has led you to the Arcanist, Salah Branbor, who did not have the device because it had been stolen from him by the Xanathar Guild. So if you're thinking that they're connected, that might be an option, but it seems a little auspicious that you'd be hired to go find something. So I'll give you that.
That's true. Okay, my notes are not right.
Forgot about that.
And then you hear Lau is like, Flux, you didn't get caught up in the old Xanathar's Guild, did you?
I may have done some shady trading.
Did you just see Maeve, you probably want to get out here.
Yay.
As you see this little gnome with purple eyes and dark icy blue hair. Hi. Wow, we got quite a crowd back here. What's going on with the Xanathar's Guild as she looks towards the lot of you? I usually keep bar over in the Frosty Nip.
First of all, I love your hair.
Thank you.
You're so cute.
I know it just happens to me. It's natural.
I understand. There was no second of all.
just the first of all.
Miss No, I'm getting my accents confused now. The bartender Lau said that you knew something about Xanathar's Guild? Xanathar's?
Yeah, the Xanathar's Guild. We've had a bit of a partnership with them over the years, but they seem to have been taking a turn for the worse lately, and it's ever since what was the Nylur came in, and we haven't heard much from the guild lately. And what have you guys gotten yourselves into? Seems like lately
What has Nylon done?
I think he's gotten the ear of the Xanathar and has changed kind of their goals and objectives, if I can put it so gently. Gotta find the voice.
It's fine.
But hopefully you guys are okay and not in too much trouble.
You worked for this guild? Are we safe here?
No, not quite. We back in our day we used to be mighty adventurers, and we overthrew the Xanathar's Guild, and some folks came in and rebuilt it and built up a positive partnership, and they've kind of slipped back into their old thieving guild ways. So
Who's a Nylar?
How long ago?
I'd say maybe the last year or so that we've lost communication with them.
Do you have someone on the inside still? Someone you like a contact that you communicate with?
Well, hopefully I can still talk to the Xanathar. Just usually he comes out to speak with us on occasion.
Were we murdered?
The Xanathar?
Yeah, the leader of the guild.
Did we just murder him in the alley?
But no, that's
Yeah.
his
I
band.
don't think so.
I will guarantee that that's not who you killed.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
If you're saying this, if you're saying the guild's stolen something, if I overheard you guys, sorry, my eavesdropping. I've got some pretty sharp ears.
Literally.
It's probably not something they're willing to give up. And like, is this something dangerous that's coming to their possession?
We all look at Flux.
Yeah, you tell us.
Is
buddy.
there?
I mean, that might explain why the lords of Waterdeep have kind of changed their tone lately, and have given amnesty to the guild.
Oh. The Lords of Waterdeep are the rulers or the...
Oh yeah, they're in charge of the city. They're very much the rulers of Waterdeep.
So it's like the Harpers and all of those people?
Well, the Harpers and the Lords Alliance and the Greyhands, they've all kind of fallen aside from favor from the Lords. So while they used to be the guilds that would run the city, it seems like the Xanathar is now in charge as the main guild that has permissions, tax benefits, those types of things.
So I'm confused. Xanathar's guild got possession of these scrying stones?
Well, if what Flux is saying is correct, then that's all I could assume. That's what you're telling me.
But then why would they still be going after Flux?
That's what I don't
What's the one
understand.
with me? I messed up.
I couldn't tell you why.
Maybe they can't use it without him.
Oh, like a missing piece.
Yeah.
Well, then why would they take me when I mistakenly gave it to them?
Maybe they didn't know it yet.
Do y'all have some good spots for us to sleep?
Manor is available for nightly stays if you're looking to rest your heads here.
Is it just you two who care for this whole bar? Both of them? Or it seems like such a big space for just two of you.
Yeah, well, we've had a few friends over the years, but they've moved on to other hobbies. Like I said, we had some party members of ours. One's joined the guard, and a couple of the other ones at the time were kind of our link to the Xanathar's Guild seemed to have fallen in with them.
I hate to be practical over anything else. This is all very interesting, but how much would it be to stay for the night? I'm truly exhausted.
For the looking around, for all of you could probably make do with 4 gold.
What if we took less rooms? Really, smushed us in. We got some smalls in here.
Well, no, I appreciate that, but it's going to cost the same for the bedding and the food and
Wait, four gold total or 4 gold each?
4 gold total.
Jesus. I'll just hand her 4 gold.
How much? Wait. How much would it cost for this to all be discreet?
I was just about to ask that as a follow-up.
We can
Where's my money?
we can leave it discreet. we can make it 8 gold to keep it discreet.
But Flux is a friend of yours.
I work here part time. Do I get employee rate?
He does not work here part-time.
What if we keep him from working here? Will that give us a discount?
He's a creation from the Arcanist who's got a very big imagination, and we love him very much. But yeah, he doesn't work here.
So what you're saying is I'm a pretty cool guy.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna hand
it's
her a
gonna
gold
get
and
old.
Yeah. You are Frosty cool.
I'm gonna hand her a gold and say if we appreciate your discretion. If anybody asks that we were here, as far as you know, nobody came in the bar tonight, correct?
Okay, and you can see like her kind of grabbing at her clothing, at her like little cloak. Yeah, no, it'll be between just you and us.
Appreciate that.
It seems pretty trustworthy.
So, thank you.
You see, like Edis's hair start to go like blue at the tips, the same color as this little gnome. It just kind of like changes in a blur and gets like a bright electric blue.
Interesting. I like the hair. Gotta. Hey.
So I don't need to sleep, which is hilarious because that's all my people apparently. I can do a like meditation thing. It's called an astral trance. I take a bunch of drugs apparently, maybe.
Yep.
And
you guys are cool to take a long rest, so I'll turn it over to you guys on what.
Yeah, it will take me 4 hours. All this to say, I can do 4 hours in a trance and then sit outside as a watch.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing as you?
I mean, what are we doing? There's like so much to unpack.
I thought we were trying to get back.
I mean, shoot, I forget what we decided we were gonna do on something.
I mean, I know yellow's still a big priority.
The fate of the rest of that planet.
Can
Sorry,
we
what's that?
I said also the fate of the rest of that planet.
Yeah.
agreed? I would like to think that Kirsten voice. I would like to think that we are having this conversation in one of the rooms away from the two nosy bartenders.
I would agree.
No, I think they're totally. We can trust them with our lives. Just got a
Great.
feeling.
I think we literally are trusting them with our lives right now.
Yeah, they're fine. They're cool.
No insight needed. So Flux, not Flux, Flux. Stormlord? Are you still kind of, indebted on an adventure? Does that ring any bells? Cool.
No idea what you're talking
That complete.
I don't think you would know the the Stormlord.
Stormlord activated.
I wouldn't know who this Stormlord is.
Yeah, no, I'm taking your reaction as like you just being like, nope, and I'm like, okay. I'm trying to piece it all together. Like, what are you? Who are you? Is this just a bit?
Maybe.
So what do we need to do to fix the other world? I mean, the mountain was spewing open the last time I checked, and then there was that whole tunnel of death shooting out at the top of it, and then like we stopped that, and then we had to go to another place because all the tremors were still happening, but everyone else is frozen back home. Is that what I've got here?
I think it's all being kept frozen by my dad. I think that he's kept the world in a state of freeze to protect it. I think he got us here to save us, and I don't know if we're supposed to go back right away or if we're supposed to figure out something to help. I don't know what to do. We're kind of I was gonna go over and talk to the barkeeper in the yawning portal, but now we're kind of on the lam. So
But we are on a time limit because if our world stays in a time stop, frozen in space, I mean the wizard whose name I'm not going to attempt to pronounce, said it could like implode into a black hole.
Yes.
Or whatever that means.
So
Yeah.
what was the timeline for our world imploding into a black hole? Sorry, this the shopping trip really derailed me.
He didn't give us a timeline. There was no estimate that we can work from.
Gotcha. And I'm sure that the big old dragon holding yellow, I don't think their plane would be frozen, do you think?
It seems like just our world because we could see it through a telescope. And we are on the same, what would you call this? Space? Universe? Plane?
Plane.
Plane?
No, we're
It's,
not- I'm not
it's just a different planet, you know?
Gotcha. All right. First
So-
things first, a good night's sleep. Everything seems a little better in the morning.
Sounds good.
And
But-
just so
Winona?
you're both
No, go ahead.
just so you're both aware, it's we in order to get the what the hell, the tuning fork. In order to get the tuning fork to go to the Shadowfell that we can like throw into the portal, at the yawning portal, and go into the Shadowfell, we have to find these scrying stones that Flux's boss made that he sold to Jim Dark Magic wants, that we were contracted by Jim Dark Magic to find. Oh boy. That was stolen by the Xanathar's Guild. So it sounds like in order to even get to the Shadowfell in a different plane of existence, we might have to go face to face with this guild.
Okay. And does the guild have any symbols? I saw like some circles with some other circles on some of the guys who were chasing us.
Seems like
Right.
that was the ones who attacked us at the house too, yeah? Okay, I'm going to assume that's a yes.
In my head, I imagine the two of us has gone off to the Frosty Nips. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric, how long are we here for? Like this room?
Nightcap.
Here for a good time. As long as you want to stay.
Hey, big guy, can I see your hammer?
Which one?
Buy him a drink first.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Sven.
Which hammer you want?
The non-magical one. Not Siggins, whatever your regular hammer is.
All right, I hand that over.
Okay, thanks. And I want to go into a corner. Eric, can I use?
Cam's face.
Is this a magical hammer,
No.
Sven?
No.
Okay. I would like to infuse this item
Okay.
with stuff from my box.
Okay.
And
What do you stick to it?
I'm gonna look at what I can do. 1 second.
Okay, while you're doing that,
God, stick
What?
like a can to the top.
I just
of it.
asked-
Gum,
Here
just
we
like
go.
stick it on
Can I
and.
just ask a question for
Okay.
Winona?
yeah, go for it.
Where's your poppy?
Where is he?
Where's your poppy?
Well, he's back. He's holding the world in a freeze right now.
Can we talk to him?
That's a good question. I don't know.
One moment. I don't think I have range. No.
No.
This is not that.
Just thinking we could ask for some help.
Mhm. As you're chatting, you hear a knock on the door.
So
Knock,
much
knock.
for our fucking $8.
Hello.
Housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
You see Maeve, the little gnome, like,
Oh.
this must be serendipitous, or someone must know that you're here. I didn't tell anybody, I swear.
Want our $4 back.
But there's this package that arrived for. It says Winona Cordelia Doris,
Here.
Present.
and you see a little box. Well, here you go, and then puts it kind of on the nightstand without even really going into the room. And it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude, but closes closes the door.
Oh wait. What did the person who delivered it look like?
We received this like a while ago, and it's just been kind of sitting here, and I just put it together that this might be for you guys.
How long is a while?
2 weeks.
Years? Weeks? Okay, 2 weeks. Okay.
And it was dropped off here by Dernan, the bartender at the Yawning Portal.
Huh. Okay.
Thank you.
It explodes.
I would like to open the package.
Okay.
Wait! Detect magic. Edith will crush up her last little bit of paper, the last piece of parchment that she has to detect magic.
Yeah. The box itself is magical. You see heavy abjuration magic on the box.
Can I touch the box?
Go for it.
And can I use identify?
Have you learned nothing?
How do you touch something? You die.
This isn't the same
I
character.
wouldn't know that.
Great, yeah.
I don't know if
so-
I do need to touch.
First of all, I'm going to say that you can do your infusions. Yes, you can do that. For the
Okay, I just want to do that then.
Okay. Are you doing the identify?
No, I want to give him back his hammer.
Okay. So what did you do to the hammer before we resolved this?
Well, I wanted to make sure I can do this, but I infused it with returning weapon.
Cool.
Oh, and it gets +1 as well to attacks.
Okay. So the hammer is +1, and it'll return if he throws it.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, like Thor's hammer, basically. So
yeah. Basically, a first time for everything.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you, new flux.
New
Okay.
flux.
Okay. So what's going on with this box?
Oh, you nuts.
So I was gonna open it.
Flux 2.
Okay. So yeah, as you go up and Jimmy the latch, you're able to pop it open, and as it cranks open, the detect magic, as you see, washes out and dissolves, seeming like the abjuration magic was not triggered and dispelled when she opened the box. Inside, you see a velvety lined box. It's very, very ornate. And then sitting in the center of that box is a deck of cards.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Have I seen any of this before?
No.
Okay.
On top of the deck of cards is a small little note.
Is this when you
that
just
seems to-
want the campaign to be over? You just
seems
throw
to-
the deck
seem-
of cards.
seems to scroll in. A little scroll that's labeled on top of it.
What does it say on the scroll?
So when you grab the scroll and unfurl it, it says, "Hi, baby girl. If you're reading this, you're probably miles away from where you thought home was. But I want to give something that will hopefully keep you safe. You can trust Dernan." And it's written, "Your father, the bartender."
So good to know that we can trust Dernan.
Is that
He's the bartender at the Yawning Portal. So that's good to know. And I showed the group, has anyone seen a deck of cards like this before? My dad sent this to us, said it'll help keep us safe.
Have I ever seen a deck of cards like this before?
God is wondering if he's ever seen it.
The roll.
No.
Is it giving off any more magic?
Oh yeah, it's like a kaleidoscope of magic coming off of it.
Oh. Is anyone holding the cards?
Well, it's in a box
Yeah,
that
do it, Sean.
Winona's holding.
I would like to touch the cards and use identify. Okay. Fuck it.
Well, first of all, Winona, it's up to you. They're your cards. I don't know what you're.
That's okay. I held them out and said, does anyone recognize these? So if Flux wants to do something, that's okay.
I would like to detect the magic.
Okay. So
The answer is yes.
while you're all standing around
Fuck, I'm dead.
watching Flux look at this deck.
Or just don't look at the cards in the deck. You're probably okay if you touch it.
Yeah, I just want to touch them.
Yeah.
Give them a little touchy touch.
Oh,
It is a deck of many opportunities.
Opportunities.
is that the same as many things, or is it different?
What you gather is the cards in this deck
Oh,
can only be pulled by spending inspiration points.
I have one. Can I use it?
Fun.
I would like to draw
chaos mode here. I love it.
my white dragon, or my blue-eyed white dragon. Sorry,
Sean, do you have character number 3?
I do.
I'm gonna leave the room to preserve
What's
my character.
number 3?
Okay, so I'm gonna have Lachelle because I have a deck here.
Shit.
Cool. Why don't you cut it?
You
Feel
cut it. You
fancy.
cut it and draw.
I cut it and draw.
Yeah.
Okay. Want me to read
You're
it
spending
out?
your inspiration point. Yep, you can reveal it to the group.
Oh yeah, it's like we don't know what this means, but that's what it looks like.
Donjon.
Yeah.
That one always gets pulled.
Eric has the translation.
Cool.
Do I get rid of this now, or what happens?
You put that back in the deck. Shuffle it up. As you see Flux disappear.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
As usual, this
that
deck.
sounds right.
Never.
That sounds right.
Okay.
That should make him way harder to find for the various people looking for it.
Okay, so what's the rest of the group doing?
Well, shit.
I'm gonna send a message to Flux. See if he's just invisible or nearby or something.
The message does not come through.
Cam.
No.
You know, like, it's hard to not think that they're related, you know? Like,
I
after
feel like
this.
all fluxes in all universes are doomed to the same fate.
Yeah, and after the first one, like, it's, you know, it's you can only be so sensitive to this.
Does Flux 3 have a mustache and a beard?
Oh, that would be good.
One flux per episode.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
every time.
That's how we keep track of the episode. Is like what flux we're on.
Okay. So what are you guys doing before I handle Flux?
Oh,
As you guys
I'm gonna relate to everyone that I can't even reach him with message. It's weird. He's not even close.
All I can think though is that my dad said that this deck would keep us safe, and Flux is gone now.
So
Well,
we're safe.
maybe Flux is
I
somewhere safe.
think by extension, that's making us safer.
I'm wondering if that's the idea, is that we gotta get away from the Fluxes.
The flux of it all.
Yeah.
Like that. It's the flux of the situation.
Okay. All right.
Oh, man.
Flux.
Okay.
You find yourself in a white space. A voice rings out. Welcome. Hopefully you will enjoy your brief stop as you start to see what looks like shelves sliding across this white space towards you, rushing towards you
Matrix.
as
Yeah.
an armory rolls up next to you. Take your pick of the litter, and you see weapons upon weapons all over.
So we went from an intelligent D&D game to the end of the Matrix.
I'm so.
So you see,
Shoot everything
you see
up.
swords, you see bows, you see crossbows, you see basically glaives, pole arms, hammers, any weapon you can think of, nets, javelins, lances, short swords, daggers. What do you reach for?
Guns. Lots of guns.
Yeah, guns.
A rail gun.
Anything like futuristic in nature, or is it all like martial weapons?
Martial weapons.
I would like to pick up a katana.
Okay. As you do,
Actually, can I like no katana?
as you grab your katana, you disappear and reappear back in the room with all of your fellow party members, just holding this katana in place.
Guys, I know kung fu.
Now what? That is not the weirdest thing that's happened today.
That's a good line.
Oh man.
Eric, I would like to detect magic on my sword.
It's not magical.
God damn it!
Can you use martial weapons though?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's a good point. The DM from another campaign comes up with a good question.
Hey guys, where is Guth and Junk?
Yeah.
Where is what?
Getting junk.
Oh, right.
I was waiting till Matt comes back if he is.
He's adjacent.
Oh, sorry.
We'll cut over to we'll cut over to them. We'll see how you guys are doing. As you where did you guys go?
Well, we went to the Frosty Nips.
Lead the way, buddy.
Yeah. As you walk over to the bar next door, it's basically built in. They share a kitchen kind of thing. As you see Maeve, who's kind of just tending bar on this side, as the smaller one who's keeping everything very clean, even though it's an older building that's been like I said, it's been brought back up to what it was. You can see part of the building. You probably guess that there was an explosion that damaged part of it, and has been replastered. But you can see a couple other patrons who are here just drinking. There's a halfling, and then there's another gnome. And oh, you came for a bit of a nightcap, I see.
A night nip?
Yep. Yeah, that's it. We got the flaming beer at the other place. I wanted to see what's on offer here.
Flaming nip.
The ale here is very cold, and very delicious. So if I can offer you anything from the tap, we have the Troll Skull Ale, which is pretty popular. We have the Kenku Stout. We also have a bit of a Clockwork Tower Pilsner.
Probably some of that Troll Skull stuff.
And it pours it to you. And as she grabs the glass, you can see from her hand it chills the glass. And it's almost like a chilled glass out of the freezer. And with that, you see a bunch of blue butterflies explode through the room.
Terrifying, Eric.
There it is.
Wow. Gut tries to reach for one of the butterflies.
They all just disappear as they're just flavor or flair to the whole performance. But the beer is ice cold and delicious. Don't get much goblins or kobolds for that matter in here. What brings you by?
I honestly couldn't tell you. It just seems like we go with the wind, and this is where we ended up. Hey, Junk?
I mean, I just always looking for something new, right? And you know what? It helps too to not have to crank your neck up all the time.
Yeah, well, we try to be more accommodating, so like everything's a little bit more in proportion, and it's easier for me as the caretaker and owner of this fine establishment to have a spot that I can use and serve our customers even better. But if you are looking to get involved with the Xanathar's Guild, I do want to warn you. It's probably not the easiest thing to do. They're pretty secretive about their hideout. It took us quite a while to get in when we did back in our youth. So if you are planning on seeking them out, maybe you should talk to me first, and I can give you some tips.
Frosted tips.
Cool guy tip.
You don't happen to like remember what it looks like? Like tell us where it is or draw us a map.
I could probably, I could lead you to one of the entrances, but you're a pretty big group. I don't recommend you all going there together. Might be a little challenging.
Yeah, I'm like not 100% sure if that's what we want to be doing and getting tied up in their business. Honestly, as you say, we're a big group, so we've just kind of stumbled into the affairs of some of our group members. So even if that's what they're interested in, we might not want to do that ourselves.
It'd be pretty hard to sneak into a thieves guild with a big a big loud group such as yourself. But,
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey,
Um,
speaking of our group, you know this Flux guy? We knew a Flux, but I don't think it's the same Flux that we knew.
No, it's the same flux.
What do you think about him? Is he trustworthy?
well, he's very peculiar automaton. He said the Arcanist built him to help him out with his studies, and he's a little eccentric, but he's harmless.
Okay, he hasn't hurt anybody.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
So, just so I'm clear, Jim Dark is different from the Arcanist. Like these are different people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim Dark Magic. Like it's not one there.
Jim Dark Magic.
Yeah.
Does he
Yeah,
hear
he's
voices
pretty
in his
cool.
head?
No. So, Mr. Cobalt, did you want anything to drink?
Yeah, can I grab that you say Kenku Stout? Does it have a name?
It's the Kenku Stout. That's the name of it.
Oh, okay. Where I come from, a Kenku's a bird.
Oh, interesting. They're people here, but it's like a type of people. So
Yeah, bird person.
yeah, bird person. We named it after kind of that in general. Didn't want to be too
Oh.
specific with it.
That's fair. You got to be inclusive, right?
Yeah, exactly. And as she passes the stout over to you, nothing seems to come off, but it does get chilled to the perfect temperature.
Stunk. I gotta ask you, because I'm curious, where did Sprocket come from?
Rocket? I mean, I made him.
Well, you made him, but he's like not all machine, right? He's like part pig.
Yeah. Maybe this might be a story for another night, but let's say I got him back for this. And he just lifts up his shirt and shows this, like, not skin, but like a metallic chunk that looks like probably used to be skin. So I mean, you get the sense that, like, yeah, Sprocket, yeah. I mean, we had our fights, but I wanted to keep a little bit of a trophy, right?
What?
You got me, and I
This
got
does
him.
not clarify things. in the slightest.
This confuses things more.
I don't know how to put this in a nice way.
You both got in a big fight? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. And
Okay.
then, I fixed myself up, and he fixed me up, and we had some help, but... Or sorry, he didn't fix me up. That's not right. No.
Okay, I was like, what?
The pig fixed you?
Sprocket,
No, I mean-
stop it. I'm calling it now.
What?
Nothing.
Sprocket can't talk.
You didn't try to cook him, did you?
Excuse me?
I'm just saying, like, is that why you fought? You tried to cook him and he didn't like it?
No, it was just a misunderstanding, I guess, on the roads. He thought I was food and I didn't want to be food.
Oh, it's the other way around. He tried to eat you.
Yeah. No, it's one of those, like, self-defense, but then you feel bad afterwards. I guess the trophy isn't the right word. It's more like I don't know, an unknown friend.
I guess so. Like, surprised Sprocket would go from wanting to eat you to you almost completely destroying him, and now he's your companion.
Well, there's not much of Sprocket left, is there?
I suppose that's true, eh? Well, it's interesting. It's interesting at least.
I guess that's Sprocket's there. What used to be not Sprocket isn't as much there.
It's the ship of Sprocket.
Yeah, at some point, is it still Sprocket if you repair it enough?
Ugh.
It's just the tongue that's left of the original.
Okay, so as you guys continue to talk about Sprocket, I'm going to cut back to the room to see what you guys are discussing before we
Enough of that.
close out the night. As Flux has returned with a katana from seemingly some type of demiplane. What are you guys doing in the chamber at this point?
Where did you get that katana? What happened while you were gone?
I don't know. I went to this magic place, and there was a bunch of weapons, and I grabbed this one.
Do you know how to use it?
A montage might come into play, and I'll figure it out. Or I can just give it to one of you guys.
Live to win.
No.
I'm just gonna be in the backyard, just like cutting water bottles.
Okay. Win, what are you up to?
You're gonna grab a card, Win?
I was thinking about it.
I feel like Win would.
I feel like I would too.
You dove headfirst into everything. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but you dove headfirst into everything else.
If I think Win is like staring at the deck of cards and like she kind of like touches the top of them to make herself feel closer to her dad.
Oh.
And then she's just gonna take a card off.
Okay. Cutting.
Moon.
It says moon.
Okay. As you are kind of sitting there and the rest of you are getting settled for the night, eventually the the short folks stumble in drunkenly into the chamber to sleep off whatever late night nip they have.
Took him a shot just to
When
get blasted.
Taking into full consideration of this, the card you drew, your attention draws to the window as you're staring out towards the moon. As you're looking up at this, very, very different from Katha and Ruidus that are from the moons that circle Exandria, this singular moon above this new land that you're in. You almost get the sense that your father is looking down onto you and is aware. And you feel a surge of power coming from that. But we're going to end the night there as you all level up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And long rest.
Power.
And
Do we recover one level of exhaustion?
you will be able to take a long rest. For your next day, Winona, your first level spells don't cost spell slots
Nice.
Whoa!
That's excellent.
That's cool.
for the next day.
Do we have food and drinks so we can recover one level of exhaustion as well?
Yeah, I'd say so. There's a little buffet. They have a cold chest. There's some different ones.
I know. I was gonna. He lives in you.
So, and we'll leave it at that. And
We'll
we'll give you guys a clean slate to start up your next day.
What level are we at now?
Should be 5.